Hello everybody, doing another slab cab video today. I don't know if you recall me cutting this slab off of a piece of Kentucky agate that I had. It's got a lot of fractures in it, but this section looks like it's going to be fracture free. I got a design drawn on the other side, so let's flip it over and see what it is we're going to work with today. All right, just kind of a freeform shape. Want to maximize as much of that banded pattern as possible, and kind of avoid this edge. As you can tell, it's cut at a slant that direction, so I couldn't come all the way to the edge. Same with this edge over here is even worse. So that's the stone we're gonna cut out. So let me get this on the saw and get this trimmed out, and I'll be right back. All right, everybody, back from the trim saw. Got it cut out. Next step, I'll take this back to the first grinding wheel and we'll get it ground down to the shape, and I'll get a slight dome on it. Then I'll bring it back and we'll take a look at it. All right, back from the polishing machine, and we've got this stone shaped and domed using a 80 hex steel wheel. Got lots of scratches on it. Let's get it wet and see what it's gonna look like. All right, so the next wheel will be a 180, another steel wheel, but I'll try to get any flat spots and the scratches from the 80 hex out, and I'll be right back. All right, everybody, back from the 180. Looking pretty good shape-wise, and got most of the deep scratches out. I believe these are all from the 180s wheel at this point. So let me get this back to the next wheel, which will be the 220, and we'll see how it goes. But before I do that, let's dip it in some water and see what it's gonna look like. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. All right, let me get on the 220 wheel and we'll see what it looks like next. Be right back. All right, I am back from the 220 wheel, and it looks cleaned up pretty good. A lot of those deep scratches are all gone. I think what's remaining are 220. I see a couple on the top that look like need to be worked out before moving on. So I'll hit the 220 across here a little more. Unless that was just lint. Let's take a look. Nope, no, they're scratches. But other than that, it's looking pretty good. So I'll clean that up, and then we'll take it to the first soft resin wheel, which in my case, I go backwards to a 140. And we'll be back after the 140. We'll see what it looks like. All right, be right back. Okay, I am back from the first resin wheel, which is a 140 in my setup. So let's check and make sure all the deep scratches are gone. Okay. Looking pretty good. Make sure the edges look good. All right, it's looking pretty good. So, really smooth. All the scratches out. So I think I'm ready to go on to the first or the next resin wheel, which is going to be a 320. So let me get this on the 320 and I'll be right back. We'll see what kind of progress we make. All right, back from the 320. Let's check the progress here. All right. looking pretty good. This piece of lint. All right, I believe we're ready at this point for the first polishing stage resin wheel, which will be a 600 grit. So let me go get this on the 600 grit and see what it looks like when we get back. Be right back. All right, back from the 600 grit wheel. And there you go, shop lights. Good reflection. Getting a good polish. Don't see any scratches. I got a good shape on the edges. I think we're ready for the final polishing wheel, so we'll get back on the 1200 grit and see what kind of a polish we can get with that. All right, I'll be right back. All right, back from the 1200. So we've gone through all the wheels. Got a pretty good polish going here. So the final stage is to hit it with some cerium oxide on a leather pad. And then, well, I like the edge on this. I don't think I'm gonna bevel it. But once I pop it off the stick, I will clean up that back edge. I'll put a slight bevel on the edge going towards the back only, not on the side. It's got a pretty good up and down there for doing a silver bezel. But I want to clean that chipped edge up a little bit to make sure it doesn't chip when getting set. So let me hit it with the cerium oxide, get it off the top stick, clean up that back edge and do a flat sanding on the bottom, and I'll be back with the finished stone. All right, everybody. Back with the final polish. Came out really nice. A great polish. Sides look nice. Got a little bit of a bevel on that back edge to make sure there's no chipping on the solder joint. And sanded that back smooth. So yeah, that is the finished stone. Very nice looking. It's also, if I can get it to the light, somewhat translucent. There you go. Very cool. All right, well, that is it for this video. If anybody's interested in this stone, I'll include the Etsy listing in the description. All right, thanks for watching, everybody. See you in the next video. Bye.